Hello and welcome back to English in Quiet. If you're on the bus doing dishes or lying in bed with your phone a little too close to your face, we're very glad you're here.
And if you're cleaning your room but really just moving one sock every 6 minutes, I see you. That is also a method.
Today we're talking about a big question in very human English. Can money really buy happiness? Money conversations can make people feel practical and a little scared at the same time. And honestly, I understand that.
Dangerous topic for me. Because I once bought a fancy notebook and expected it to fix my entire personality.
It did not.
It really did not.
But this episode can help with both English and life. We'll talk slowly, explain useful phrases, and look at what money can do, what it cannot do, and why this question feels so personal.
If that sounds helpful, stay with us now. And if it helps later, you can like it or share it with one friend who likes calm English and slightly over-honest conversations.
And if you're around B1 to B2, you're in a good place for this one. If a few phrases feel new, stay with the examples first. Then come back and listen again later.
So, quick answer, yes, no, maybe with very strategic coupons?
The honest answer is partly. Money affects happiness, but not in the simple movie version where you pay for something and suddenly become peaceful.
Right. Money can buy dinner. It cannot buy a loving family. It cannot buy purpose. It cannot buy inner calm at 2 in the morning.
Exactly. And it helps to separate happiness into a few kinds.
Okay, let's untangle the big, messy word.
One kind is pleasure, a good meal, a new jacket, a nice weekend. That quick spark of, this is lovely.
Tiny, happy sparks. I understand those deeply.
Another kind is daily emotional well-being. Well-being means your emotional health in everyday life. Are you mostly calm or mostly anxious? Steady or always overwhelmed?
So, not fireworks, more like, can I breathe? Can I think? Am I okay today?
Yes? Then there is life satisfaction, which is your bigger feeling that life is going reasonably well.
Not perfect, just, my life makes sense to me.
Exactly. And some people add one more, meaning a reason to keep showing up.
Money can touch all of those, but not equally.
Right. It can buy comfort and convenience pretty easily. It can reduce stress, but it does not automatically create trust, love, or meaning.
Which is why two people with similar salaries can feel very different inside.
Yes, the amount matters, but the life around the amount matters too. Now let's start where money is strongest. Imagine rent is due, your phone breaks, and your child gets sick in the same week.
I don't like that sentence. My shoulders went up immediately.
Mine too. In that kind of situation, money is not about luxury. It is about safety. It is about whether one problem stays one problem or becomes a full crisis.
And whether you sleep or stare at the ceiling doing emotional math.
Exactly. When basic needs are uncertain, extra money can change daily life in a huge way.
Food, heating, transport, medicine, working appliances, very unglamorous words. Very powerful words.
Yes, because boring things often hold life together. If you live close to the edge, one repair bill can push everything over.
Close to the edge is a useful phrase. It means you are almost out of money or security.
Good. And another useful word is scarcity. Scarcity means not having enough of something important.
Money scarcity can make your whole brain feel crowded.
It can. When there isn't enough, everything starts to feel urgent. It becomes hard to enjoy friendship, learning, or rest when every week feels like a survival test.
Yes, you stop thinking about next month because tonight is already too loud.
That's exactly it. And if money has ever made you feel ashamed, it is okay. This happens to many people.
You are really not the only one.
In that part of life, money can buy part of happiness because it buys sleep, attention, and the ability to plan.
It buys breathing room.
Yes, and dignity too.
Dignity is a strong word. What do we mean here?
Dignity means feeling that your basic needs can be met without panic, shame, or begging. It is the feeling that your life is still yours.
That's huge. A safe apartment or enough food is not some fancy extra. It changes how your whole day feels.
It does. That is why money matters differently at different income levels.
For one person, more money means a nicer lamp. For another person, it means heat in winter and a bus pass that actually works.
And those are not small differences. Those are emotional differences, physical differences, family differences.
So, in this first big area, yes, money really can support happiness because it removes constant pain.
After basic security, the next big thing money can buy is time and control over time.
Secretly, one of the most beautiful luxuries on earth.
I agree. People often imagine wealth as expensive things. But in ordinary life, money can be most useful when it removes friction.
Great word. Friction means little obstacles that make life harder, slower, and more tiring.
Exactly. A late night taxi home instead of waiting in an unsafe place. Living closer to work. Paying for childcare during a hard month. Ordering simple meals when you're exhausted.
Not glamorous, very real.
Think about a nurse working long shifts and spending 90 minutes each way on public transport.
Woof. That commute is basically a second job.
Right. If she can move closer to the hospital, the money buys more than an address. It buys sleep, energy, and time with family.
Maybe even time to drink tea while it's still hot. A deeply underrated form of happiness.
Very underrated. And this is why the same amount of money can have very different effects depending on how it is used.
A luxury bag might give you a short thrill. 40 extra minutes of sleep every day is a life change.
Yes. Another useful word here is manageable. If something is manageable, it is difficult, but you can handle it.
So a dental bill can be unpleasant but manageable.
Exactly. Without money, the same bill can become panic, debt, and months of stress.
That difference matters. One problem stays one problem. It doesn't grow 5 extra heads.
And that is why money often helps most when it buys reliability, time, and fewer daily obstacles.
Okay, this part feels very adult. Slightly rude, but true.
Gently rude.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about spending. How you use money matters almost as much as how much money you have.
I feel personally observed.
Lovingly observed.
Better.
Some purchases create only a brief high. Others improve life again and again.
Like a weekend trip with close friends versus a shiny thing I bought because I wanted to. Feel impressive for 11 minutes.
Yes, experiences often create memories and connection. But objects are not automatically bad.
Right. Some objects are heroes.
Exactly. A good mattress can improve sleep every night. A reliable bicycle can save money and time. Good headphones can help a student focus in a noisy home.
So the real question is not thing or experience. The real question is, does this support real life?
Perfect. Does it support your rest, health, work, learning, or relationships? Or is it mostly for display?
For display means you're buying it so other people see it and think, ah, yes, this person definitely has a calm and excellent life.
Yes. And that kind of happiness is fragile because it depends on outside attention.
Also exhausting. You buy the thing, feels shiny for a week, and then your brain says, okay, what next?
Exactly. That is a short burst of pleasure. A quick happy feeling that fades fast.
Charming and unreliable. I know it well.
Most of us do. Human beings adapt quickly. A raise feels exciting. A bigger apartment feels exciting. Then both start to feel normal.
The new normal.
Yes, that's a very useful phrase. The new normal means something that first felt special but later feels ordinary.
And then comparison walks in like an uninvited guest.
Exactly. Instead of comparing life with our past, we compare upward to richer friends, promoted co-workers, polished people online.
Upward comparison is brutal. You get more money. And 5 minutes later, your brain finds someone with a nicer kitchen.
Yes, imagine a young manager who gets a big raise, moves to a more expensive area, upgrades her life, and then feels pressure to maintain that new level.
So the raise was real, but the peace was temporary.
Exactly. Because the game became a baseline.
Baseline means the level that now feels normal to you.
Right. And once something becomes baseline, it stops giving the same emotional lift.
So more money, more happiness is just too simple. The mind keeps moving the finish line.
It does. And if this has happened to you, you are not failing. You are being human.
We also have to ask a slightly uncomfortable question. How did the money arrive?
Yes, money is not free. It costs time, energy, attention, and sometimes health.
Someone can earn a lot and still feel worn out, lonely, or morally uncomfortable.
Exactly. Think of the person who travels constantly, sleeps badly, and misses birthdays. Or someone who works so many hours that friends, exercise, and rest disappear.
Fancy hotel, broken sleep. Good salary, no Sunday.
That's a trade off. A trade off means you gain one thing but give up another.
So when we ask, did money buy happiness? We should also ask, at what cost?
Exactly. Two jobs can pay the same salary and create very different lives. Predictability matters, respect matters, time off matters.
So money cannot be separated from the conditions of work. That's important.
Very important. Happiness depends not only on what money buys later, but also on what earning it does to your days now. There's another side to this, though, and it is a hopeful one. Money becomes valuable again when it gives you autonomy.
Serious word? Simple meaning?
Simple meaning. Autonomy is the freedom to make your own decisions.
Ah, I like that. Not panic decisions, real decisions.
Exactly. Savings can give you room to act. You can leave a harmful job, take time to recover from illness, or help your family without immediate collapse.
So sometimes money does not buy joy directly, it buys choice.
Yes, and choice can protect your peace.
I also love the part about generosity.
Me too. Spending on other people can create a quieter, deeper kind of happiness.
Helping a sibling through a hard month, paying for a grandparent's hearing aid, covering a friend's train ticket.
Yes, the amount does not have to be huge. What matters is that the money supports a relationship or a value.
That kind of spending feels less flashy and more meaningful.
Exactly. But the limits still matter. Money cannot guarantee good health. It cannot force love. It cannot automatically create self-respect.
And if your whole identity gets tied to income, money can become scary too.
Yes. Then a job loss or financial setback feels not only practical but personal.
Like, I didn't just lose money. I lost who I thought I was.
Exactly. So I think the balanced answer is this. Money can buy some forms of happiness, especially safety, time, choice, and relief from stress.
It can build a stable floor under life.
Yes. But beyond a reasonable level of comfort, other things matter more: relationships, health, meaning, and using money wisely.
So maybe the better question is not, can money buy happiness? Maybe it's, what kind of happiness can money support? And what does it cost me to get it?
Beautifully said.
Thank you. My fancy notebook has finally contributed something.
Before we go, let's do our word tour.
Yes, our little word tour. Tea on the table, vocabulary in the room.
First, close to the edge. It means nearly without enough money or security. Last year, I was living close to the edge, so one repair bill felt huge.
Second, scarcity. Not having enough of something important. Scarcity can make people focus only on today's problem.
Third, breathing room. A little extra space, time, or money that helps you relax. That small raise gave us breathing room.
Fourth, friction. Little obstacles that drain energy. A long commute adds friction to every day.
Fifth, manageable. Difficult, but possible to handle. The bill was annoying but manageable.
6. Short burst of pleasure. A quick happy feeling that does not last long. I loved the new phone for 2 days, then it just became my phone.
Seventh, the new normal. Something special that later feels ordinary. After a month, the bigger apartment became the new normal.
8th, trade-off. You gain one thing and lose another. The salary was higher, but the trade-off was no free weekends.
Ninth, emergency fund. Savings for unexpected problems. Our emergency fund helped when the car broke down.
10th, at what cost? This asks what you had to sacrifice. Yes, he earns more, but at what cost?
Use one or two of those this week. Repetition helps them become real English, not just notebook English.
Tiny homework?
Tiny homework. Write 3 short sentences in English. Money helps me when. Money cannot buy. One small expense that improves my daily life is.
Keep it simple. One line each is fine. Small still counts.
And tell us in the comments. What is one boring purchase or small expense that genuinely made your life better?
A fan, better shoes, a rice cooker, bus fare. I love these unglamorous heroes.
Write 2 to 4 sentences in English and read another learner's comment too. This is a place to practice real English and help each other.
Quiet community, strong opinions about useful kettles.
Thank you for spending this time with us. If money has been a stressful topic for you, we see you.
You are not the only one. Really.
And if you are in a season of rebuilding, it is okay. You can begin again.
Beginning again is not failure. It is life.
Small progress still counts. Safety matters, rest matters, people matter.
And you matter, even before your bank account behaves.
If today's conversation helped, you can like it, stay with the channel, or share it with someone who might need gentle English and a little breathing room.
We'll be back soon with more real English through real-life conversations.
Until next time, take care of your mind, be kind to your budget if you can, and be kind to yourself either way.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.